RFK Jr. had a fantastic Super Bowl ad. However, he made a grave mistake right after. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video today. It is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election. Now, as most of you probably saw during the Super Bowl, RFK's campaign, or at least a super PAC supporting him, released a very well done ad. I mean, everyone I talked to, everyone that I saw talking about it on Twitter, wherever, they said it was an excellent ad. I mean, Democrats were saying it. Hell, Republican senators like Mike Lee was saying, hey, it was a well done ad. Despite this, however, despite what should have been a game changer for this campaign, RFK might have just screwed it all up. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now let's get right into it because, my goodness, I thought it was impossible for a campaign to fumble this badly. And well, RFK did. I mean, you had potentially a gold mine with momentum. You had it. This was your moment to break out, and you might have just screwed it all up. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. apologized on Sunday night after a well-funded super PAC back in his independent presidential campaign ran an ad during the Super Bowl that closely resembled the spot supporting John F. Kennedy, his uncle, during his 1960 bid for the White House. So, yeah, that was the ad the super PAC ran. It was essentially a carbon copy. And you may say, well, that's probably bad. It was actually done very well. I mean, it definitely screamed 1960 with how it looked. I mean, it looked exactly like it was in 1960, just with RFK instead of JFK. The ad, which the Super PAC's co-founder said costed $7 million, featured the same jingle and the same cheerful cartoons interspersed with candid photographs of the candidate into which the younger Mr. Kennedy's face was superimposed. So this really was just an ad from 1960 with RFK Jr.'s face on it. That's what this ad was. And you may think, oh, well, it's bad. Well, it actually, compared to other advertisements now, we definitely need to go back to this kind of commercial. It was positive, upbeat, hopeful. It wasn't just generic Democrat ad about abortion. It was something different. Now, this should have been the end of the story. Hey, he spent $7 million on a very well done Super Bowl ad that some people may question the ethics of. It still was a very solid ad. No, that's not where this story ends. It in fact turns from a glorious moment for RFK, what should have been the moment his campaign has been waiting for, into a complete and total disaster. Some of Mr. Kennedy's family members, many of whom have denounced him because of his promotion of unsubstantiated theories about vaccines and other matters, quickly criticized him over the ad. Bobby Shriver, a nephew of John F. Kennedy, said on X, "My cousin's Super Bowl ad used our uncle's faces, and my mother's. She would be appalled by his deadly healthcare views. Respect for science, vaccines, and healthcare equity were in her DNA. His brother Mark Shriver wrote that he agreed." So, yeah, his family members, which hate him for the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, really? You hate the guy because he has one disagreement? That's what this comes down to. He disagrees on one thing, and the entire family hates him for it. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. himself, who has invoked his storied political family and its legacy throughout his candidacy, soon responded, "I'm so sorry if the Super Bowl advertisement caused anyone in my family pain," he wrote on X on Sunday night. "The ad was created and aired by the American Value Super PAC without any involvement or approval from my campaign. FEC rules prohibit Super PACs from consulting with me or my staff. I love you all. God bless you." And this is the part that everyone that saw it said he effed up. He screwed up trying to apologize to these lunatics. Listen, RFK, I feel horrible for you that your family hates you for the dumbest of reasons. I mean, really? You agree with them on like 90% of the stuff, but the one issue you disagree with them on is, of course, stuff related to science, and they hate you for it. They're never going to apologize to you ever. But when they criticize you for what you supposedly did to them, you decide to apologize to them. I understand that you want to be seen as you want to have this moral high ground or some BS like that. But guess what? This makes you seem weak. It does. You don't apologize to these lunatics. It sucks, but they would never do that. They could make the biggest pile of bullshit story up and they wouldn't apologize for it. They would just double down on it. They're nuts. But that's not the only problem for RFK. Separately, the DNC filed a complaint on Friday accusing him and the Super PAC of illegal coordination. Mr. Kennedy is running for president as an independent, having left the Democratic Party in October, arguing that the Democratic primary system was rigged against him. His candidacy has worried many Democrats who fear that Mr. Kennedy, an environmental lawyer, could siphon votes away from President Biden. So RFK Jr. is now facing legal crap from the DNC, which should tell you everything. I mean, if the Democrats thought RFK wouldn't hurt them, they would not care what RFK did. But the fact that they're going after a super PAC for illegal coordination and other crap like that should tell you that they're at least worried that he's going to siphon votes away from Biden or hurt him more than Trump. But this could have been just whatever. Could have been a one-off thing. Well, now you have a disaster on the optics front. Really, this was just a bad weekend overall. Again, the DNC complaints one thing, but when the candidate himself makes a big deal about the super PAC after doing this stupid apology, I mean, really, this apology was the dumbest thing he could have done. It appeases no one. It just proves that, hey, maybe you don't have a spine to be president. And you made a big deal about how this super PAC, we weren't involved in it. Why are you making a big deal about it if you weren't involved in it when you actually posted it on your own Twitter account? I mean, it's like, dude, what are you trying to do? Who is advising RFK Jr.? I really want to know. But it just has been a mess for the past couple of weeks with this campaign. And they blew it. They blew their one opportunity and momentum. I mean, there are so many people I think would vote for RFK just because of his last name. Despite what his family is trying to pull on him, which you don't have to agree with RFK to understand that's horseshit. That his family is basically saying he's a nut job, we have to denounce him, we can't like him anymore, screw him, when he agrees with 90% of their policy. It's awful. But he tried to apologize to them, take this moral high ground. It didn't work. So, I know I kept going on about how big of a deal this is. It very much is. I mean, when was the last time an independent presidential candidate had a Super Bowl ad? When? I don't remember. It could have happened before, but I don't remember it. This was different because not only was it a Super Bowl ad, it was one that was memorable. It was one that was very well done. It's mind-boggling why this campaign thought Tell RFK to apologize, quick. Make a big deal about the super PAC. Overall, this was very disappointing by RFK. He had it. He had it all. He was going to get momentum out of this. And he decided, I'm going to apologize to the family that hates me. I always thought RFK had his backbone. Like, hey, he's going to take a stand on certain stuff. Here, he just blames someone else for it. What does that tell you about him? Again, I think he's a smart guy, but maybe he doesn't have the backbone needed to win or have any shot of winning. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.